Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. So today we get to take a look at the all-new redesigned 2024 Hyundai Sonata. Huge shout out to Flo Hyundai of Statesville for providing this sedan for me today. Definitely take a look at their website. I'll have that link down in the description. This Sonata is the SEL trim level. It's front wheel drive, finished off in ultimate red, and its MSRP is just over $29,000. Now this is powered by the 2.5 liter 4-cylinder paired to an 8-speed automatic. It pumps out 191 horsepower, 181 pound-feet of torque, sent to those front wheels, propelling this 3,300-pound sedan from 0 to 60 in around 8 seconds. It has a top speed of 145 miles an hour. It also has a fuel capacity of 15.9 gallons. You'll expect to see around 25 miles per gallon in the city, 36 out on the highway. This has a wheelbase of 111.8 inches. Its overall length is 193.3. It has a width of 73.2, a height of 56.9, and its ground clearance measures in at 5.3 inches. As we move on to the exterior styling now for the all-new Sonata, let's start off with the DRL strip that runs across the entire front end. So it's just underneath the brushed aluminum Hyundai badge, and you'll notice too that the turn signal actually takes up the outer section on both sides. So really it's from the hood line over is the turn signal, and the rest of it lights up as the DRL, which I think gives it a really nice front end design. And underneath that, you'll notice the wide and narrow grille with all the gloss black accents. There's also cutouts both in the upper and the lower section, as well as the sensor right in the middle for the cruise control. And then there's brushed aluminum accents on both sides with more gloss black. And of course the LED headlights and fog lights, which are in those housings too. There's also additional cutouts to provide better airflow, and then a very nice lower section of that bumper with some more gloss black accents in the lower section of the brushed aluminum. I think it's a really nice design for this vehicle. And as we work our way to the side, this has a nice set of 17-inch wheels with that multi-spoke and two-tone design. There's also another gloss black and brushed aluminum accent just behind that, along with the two-tone for the side mirrors. There's some chrome for all of the window trim, no sunroof for this model, but some very nice crisp edges in the lower section. You can already see those two indentions right there, and then the lower side skirt, which is finished off in gloss black, as well as a crisp line that runs off of that trim accent just behind the tire. It goes all the way to the rear taillights here, where there's a really nice curvature for this rear fender arch, as well as those two lines. And it meets nicely with the gloss black for the entire rear end. Now right in the middle of this small spoiler, there's the trunk release as well as the camera. There's also these aerodynamic fins on the top section there. And if we take a step back, you'll notice with the LED taillights and turn signals, the outer edges are vertical with the horizontal strip in the middle, very stretched out H, which is a cool accent to see. And then the rest of the pattern within and surrounding the Hyundai badge is very nice. There's also gloss black in the lower section with more of the brushed aluminum accents. And this does have remote start, so you can use the key fob to do that. And you can use the key fob or this button up top to release this trunk, where there is a lot of storage. Now this particular model has a net, and then there's nothing underneath the floor. So this is the storage that you get. However, you can fold the back seats down. So pull these tabs on both sides, and that will give you a lot more interior space, just depending on the items that you have with you for the day. And there is one grab handle over on that passenger side. So it's very practical for its size, being a functional sedan. As we work our way to the back seats for this SEL, very nice door panel with more of the brushed aluminum accents. There's leather on the armrest with the window control and a little bit of storage. And then a two-tone design for these back seats, with the insert having the stripe running down for each side seat. And at 5'10", I have a good amount of space. Plenty of room for my feet and my legs. There's auxiliaries in the lower section. Very small hump there, so it's not that intrusive as far as your middle seat passenger goes. I have maybe an inch or so above my head, so honestly, I could ride around in the back. This is a very spacious, smaller sedan. Right in the middle, there's the armrest as well as two cup holders. And then you also have an additional window there splitting up this back pillar. So that gives you a little bit more visibility from the back at least. And then up front, that we have lock and unlock for the door handle there. And the door panel is just like the rear. However, there's all the window adjustments, side mirror controls, and some more storage in that lower section. And then this does have a power operated driver's seat with the same design there. It's a very low car, so it is easy to slip down into this, where we have a nice design for the steering wheel, along with good hand positioning for both sides, some crisp points on both edges there. Now this does have paddle shifters, and then for the controls on the steering wheel, on this left side, there's your cruise and adaptive cruise control settings with your distance pacing, your lane keeping assist. And then on the right side, there's Bluetooth mode, favorites, as well as your volume and scrolling for your tuning. And then we do have some controls for the digital gauge cluster. So with my foot on the brake, we can start this up where we have the all new curved infotainment and gauge cluster screen. So for the gauge cluster right now, miles per hour is blue on the left side. There's also fuel. Right side is the tach, which is orange. And then there's the engine temperature. And then right in the middle, we have a lot of the information that Hyundai has used in the past. So you can just use that button to scroll through this information, as well as some of the vitals, so you can go through those pages. Not a ton of info, but it gives you a lot that you can look at, all the vitals that you need to see front and center. And then over on this left side, there's the trunk release, there's the e-brake, traction control, as well as a dimmer switch, one air vent with a really cool trim accent. Now leather covers the entire dash, which is a nice touch for this model. And then right in the middle with the large infotainment system, on the home screen, these are all of your icons that you can scroll through. So it's very easy to quickly get to those. However, there's also physical buttons down below to further get through this information. So you can pull up the map when you have that paired with your phone. You can get into your media as well as your favorites too, so you can set those up as needed. And then there's more of that trim accent working its way to the passenger side. Power and volume as well as tuning is underneath that. And then there's all the climate adjustments with another LCD screen. So if I turn on the fan speed, we have temperature dials on both sides. This even has heated seats, so you can adjust those as needed. And then there's the rest of the AC controls that you can quickly go through. Underneath that, there's some auxiliaries with a lot of storage to place any items you need. A little bit of storage in front of two cup holders. And then on this left side, there's auto hold as well as the drive modes. So there's 3 different modes for this model. There's My Drive, Normal, and Sport. My Drive is going to be configurable, so you can set that up the way that you would like to. And then there's also a shortcut for the camera system. Now, in order to put this vehicle into reverse to see the backup camera, you'll notice there's no controls right in the middle. That's because it's mounted on the right side of the steering column. So with my foot on the brake, I will twist this counterclockwise or towards the driver. That is for reverse, where you will see the backup camera, and then you have some different settings that you can go into as needed. And then you have a few different angles too, including that top-down view and a full widescreen, depending on the visibility that you need. Now, drive is going to be by twisting this clockwise. If you go right in the middle of that, that's for neutral, and then park is located on the end of that stalk. Now, right in the middle, we have the armrest with a good bit of storage underneath. You'll notice too that that section is split. So it's continuous with it closed, and then it does split to make it easier to open. And then the glove box also has a good amount of space down below. Now up top, there's the dome lights as well as a few call buttons. And then this is the visibility from the driver's seat with that split design for the pillar in the back. You can even sort of see out of this left side here, but it still gives you great visibility all around. As we set off now behind the wheel for this all new Hyundai Sonata, let's put it into sport mode and we will go down to second gear, give it some gas. Here we go. And with a mild acceleration, we are up to speed. Not a performance-oriented vehicle, but it has enough get up and go to it, along with the responsiveness of these paddles. So if you need to use them, merging onto the highway, something like that, you can add a little bit more fun to your Sonata drive by using these paddle shifters here. Now also real quick, what I want to touch base on is this model is actually completely full at the moment, and the range shows 423 miles. So that's a good indication of how far you will be able to drive with the fuel that you put in this vehicle. So this is going to be something that is going to be very economical and also be maneuverable in parking lot situations. That's a very tight turning radius that this model has. And if you also want a vehicle that's not going to break the bank for a brand new sedan, under $30,000 for this model, of course that will vary depending on the trim level that you go with. It can cost a little bit more than that. But for the model that we're in, under 30 grand in today's market is pretty cheap compared to what vehicles are going for nowadays. And the fact that we have some very nice technology features for this model, including the distance pacing, which I think a lot of vehicles should have standard. That is very nice to see. And then we have the all-new gauge cluster and infotainment system to give it that updated look and design. So for the price, honestly, I really don't have anything negative to say about this with what you are getting with a brand new vehicle. And as far as its drive goes, it seems very nice. It's what you would expect for a Hyundai and for a sedan at this price point. It's going to be something that you can drive every single day. You can adjust the drive modes too, so you can put it into normal mode if you want to get a little bit less throttle response compared to sport mode there. And that's about all the adjustments you can do for driving this. But the seat's in a really nice, comfortable position. I like the notches on the steering wheel here. Gives it a really nice look, of course, and then functions for being able to use it, obviously. The one thing that this particular Hyundai does not have is the 360 camera system. So when you put on the turn signals, you won't see the cameras appear in the gauge cluster. I'm not sure if some of the higher trim levels will have that available. I'm sure they will. So some features like that, if you want to spend a little bit more, you should be able to opt for. And let's give it another acceleration in the normal setting without using the paddles. And for not having a turbo engine, it actually gets up and moves with the amount of power that this has, which is surprising to see, but it's not a heavy sedan either. So very economical, plenty of power. I wouldn't say it's underpowered by any means. For this type of vehicle, we can get back up to speed there. And in sport mode, second gear, here we go. And just like that, we're up to speed, as well as coming around this turn. Handles pretty well for normal driving situations like that. Now you can opt for all-wheel drive as well if you want a little bit more traction, if you are driving in a lot of inclement weather. So there's two different options for that, as well as the various trim levels that you can go with. But this is what it's like to be behind the wheel of the all-new Hyundai Sonata. I will say, for the price of it, it looks a lot more upscale than the $30,000 price tag. I really like how far Hyundai and Kia have come in the last several years as far as how they are making their vehicles, the materials that they're using. We don't have a lot of technology for this specific model, but it still gives you the great looks as well as some of the creature comforts. And again, just depending on what you would like to use. But this is a very nice interior. Driving in the parking lot there, very easy to maneuver, and then to get back up with traffic, we are already there. So it's a nice, well-rounded sedan that's going to give you a comfortable ride, as well as give you the practicality. One thing that I do want to touch base on, I've seen some comments in previous Hyundai videos why there's no logo on the airbag cover. We just have these 4 dots here. I wasn't able to find anything on why they are just 4 dots. So if anybody knows, let us all know. It is interesting that there's no Hyundai badge, so I'm not exactly sure where that design came from. But aside from that, it's a very nice economical sedan that doesn't feel cheap. So for the price, we don't have leather on the steering wheel, but for its price and the overall vehicle, I think it's a really good option in today's market. But that is going to wrap it up for the all-new 2024 Hyundai Sonata. Once again, huge shout out to Flow Hyundai of Statesville for providing this sedan for me today. Take a look at their website, give this video a huge thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and consider smashing that subscribe button so you don't miss out on our daily uploads. I will see you all in the next video.